Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And this is the first video in a trilogy that I put together for all of you. These videos are going to go live throughout the day today. It's Sunday. I wanted to change things up. The first video, I'm going to remind you a little bit about what you're holding when you're holding XRP. Take a listen to this.
I joined the board of Ripple because XRP serves a purpose. It's a function that facilitates cross-border payments. It's not some store of value, kind of arbitrary value that is not pegged to anything. This is actually what legitimate financial institutions use.
And Rosie Rios knows exactly what XRP is capable of, and that's why she joined the board at Ripple. You know how many job offers she probably had in front of her, but she chose to work with Ripple. And when she said the train already left the station, she wasn't talking about the price of XRP. You know, retail investors always think like retail investors. They think when she said this, that's it, the price is going to absolutely take off. What she's saying is everything for XRP has already been put in motion all around the world, and it's still not too late to get invested in XRP. Who the hell wants an XRP ETF? Don't really need one as long as it's moving towards mass adoption as a bridge currency. You know, I keep seeing people on a daily basis saying, we need an XRP ETF. We need an XRP ETF. That'll absolutely pump the price. We don't need an ETF. XRP has true utility. ISO 222 migration ends 2025. You know, I cannot believe I still see people saying you have until 2025 to get invested. You don't. 2024 is going to be huge for crypto. We're going to watch XRP rise in value. Do you want to be paying over $1 for XRP when you could be buying it right now around 55 cents? And you know, Europe's payment systems, Big Bang, inside the ISO migration, this is going to happen this year. And that's why I always said, you know, you want to be prepared for that. You want to be holding XRP when that happens, because we don't know how fast we're going to see value come into XRP and these other ISO cryptocurrencies. It could be like an overnight event. They're calling it a Big Bang migration. Think about it. It's going to be massive. And this could be the year we start to see that value. That's why I'm always pointing out why it's so important to always be holding XRP. Good question. CBDC has a bad rap. The CBDC that the Rothschilds were pushing was going to be used to control us. ISO standard assets, however, are asset-backed digital currency, similar with BRICS plus countries, using gold-backed currencies moving away from USD. Now, XRP does not need to be backed by anything to still hit high prices. It's still going to be moving all that value. And anything that's tokenized of value coming onto the XRP ledger, that's also going to push the price of XRP. But this new financial system is definitely coming. A 20% increase to our capital doesn't make sense. Bank of America operates on 10% proof of reserves, and they need to get to 30% before Monday. They have $195 billion to cover the extra proof of reserve Basel III requires. But if their entire liquidity pool goes to meet Basel III requirements, then what happens next? And even Jamie Dimon over there at JP Morgan, he's also afraid of Basel III. I think this is going to be the beginning of the bank collapse that's about to happen, or that massive liquidity crisis. And again, XRP can fix that liquidity crisis when it comes. But look at his demeanor when he talks about this.
Despite zero evidence that U.S. banks are undercapitalized today, the proposed Basel III Endgame rule, 10 years in the making, shockingly, if enacted, would increase capital requirements by about 25% for the largest banks. None of these proposed changes, by the way, would have effectively prevented the Silicon Valley bank failure. The rule would have predictable and harmful outcomes to the economy, markets, business of all sizes, and American households in ways the Federal Reserve has not studied.
Take notice how he said it's going to hurt the people. And, it's really going to hurt the banks, because I don't think JP Morgan can meet the Basel III requirements. And that could be the next big event that we see. That could also push crypto as well. We are ready. The new financial system is around the corner. Whenever they talk about the digital US dollar, or they talk about world's reserve currencies on the mainstream media news, they always have the Ripple logo there. I think it's because they've been warning us for a while on what's about to happen. And it all leads to XRP and Ripple. Worth acknowledging that what Fink said here. He's making it clear that Bitcoin ETFs aren't actually the main story, rather that they represent a step towards tokenization of the whole financial system. The impact of this will be unprecedented. You know why he's pushing tokenization now? Because he's going to tokenize all those Bitcoin ETFs. And they're going to end up on these blockchain networks. And they're going to push the price of these cryptocurrencies. But they're also talking about tokenization around real estate as well, because they know that market, that bubble is gonna pop. It's just a matter of time. And when it pops and everything comes crashing down, they're gonna use tokenization to fix it. Why do you think you see commercial real estate companies starting to get involved with tokenization as well? Then you gotta hear this. He's talking about tokenizing debt.
Economy looks like. I mean, just to put that in perspective, basically what I'm saying is that we are now entering a global economy where the only way for states, for any state, to be able to issue debt indeterminately is to digitize it. And to make it available to as many investors out there as possible. And the state that is most likely to do that out of desperation more than anything else is the United States. So that's how I developed my set.
So he says the United States is going to tokenize the debt as well. Now let me take you back to 2020. Even as the U.S. sells record amounts of debt, demand is only getting stronger. The Treasury Department sold $32 billion of 10-year notes today at a lowest ever yield of 0.7%. Back then, in 2020, everybody wanted to buy the U.S.'s debt. Now, here we are, fast forward, November 2023. Nobody wants U.S. Treasury bonds. Once reliable buyers of that debt, both at home and abroad, they now have pulled back. And that's why the U.S. will push to tokenize the U.S. debt. Because this is not sustainable. We're over $34 trillion in debt, and we're continuing to add more and more debt all the time. They can't stop spending. Before you get all upset, remember how small of a percentage of the population where early XRP holders are. Getting rich is rarely easy. How would you feel if you dumped a bag and then it did a moonshot, only to be priced out and lose your position? I'd never forgive myself. That's what I've been saying for such a long time now. I keep seeing people saying, dump that XRP. Look at this crypto over here pulling a 30x right now. Look at this cryptocurrency. It's up 40% on the daily. But once you sell your XRP, and we see it take off and it absolutely skyrockets in price, you might not be able to get back in that easy, especially based on what's going on around the world right now with CBDCs getting ready to go live as well. You know, XRP, people think we're going to have this massive run up and then this massive pullback. I'm not seeing it. Not if utility kicks in along the way. And everything is already pushing in that direction. You know, we're a year away from ISO going live all around the world. If 2025 is the big year, we're less than 12 months away now. 2025 is going to come very fast. You don't want to sell your XRP now, is what I'm saying. I have a feeling XRP holders are going to get rich around the same time everything else goes to shit. It's going to be bittersweet, kind of like The Big Short. And that's what I always foreseen as well. I always tell you, you know, when this system comes crashing down, XRP holders are gonna get very rich. Think about the US dollar right now. It's always dropping in value, and more countries are continuing to pull away from the US dollar at the same time. Once the US dollar starts to really plummet, you're going to see gold, silver, crypto, the stock market. Everything is going to boom all at once as the dollar falls. Then what happens if the dollar continues to fall? What happens if at that point utility kicks in for XRP? You know what keeps me holding XRP the most? The what ifs, because we don't know when this is going to happen. What if it happens next week? What if it happens next month? What if it happens next year? I want to be holding when those what ifs happen. And tokenization is going to be huge. We're going to see XRP rise in price this year. We're going to see XLM and XDC rise in price this year. HBAR is going to rise. All these cryptocurrencies are going to start to move. And you could be an early investor and be buying at undervalued prices, or you could be an investor that once held XRP, sold it to chase something else, tried to jump back in when the price is skyrocketing at the same time. All you have to do is stay patient, just for a little while longer. Until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.